Hi everybody. I wanted to take Nan out to church because she wanted to go out to church. This was last weekend, and when it came to it, she was like, "Oh no, I want to go to this church." I'm like, "Nan, you're not going to be able to get up that early in the morning." And I know it's a nightmare to get even the carers know it's really difficult to get up in the morning, and she'll lie in bed when I'm not here, and it's frustrating. So I just thought, oh, evening. So I thought, well, let's go on the evening then. Came to it. No, I want to go to this church where I got married. I said, well, the church one she wants to go to. I said, well, it's only on a morning. There's another church and it's only evening. And then she'd be kept going, yeah, I'll go. Oh, no, I'll go to that church. Oh, no, I'll go to this one. Oh, I'll go to that one because I know me and my husband got married there. And I thought, okay. Agitated, aggression in her voice. I can't think of any other words. And I just got a bit emotional. I was like, I'm trying my hardest here. I'm not really religious. I know she took me when I was little, and I'm doing it for my nan. And she's like, the only way I can think of is like excuses. It's the only way I can sum it up in one word. So then I thought, okay, leave it for that week. Tried this week. Okay, Nan, we're going to church. This was last night, and I mentioned it. Oh yeah, looking forward to it this morning. And the carers dressed her. So we're going to church. Dressed her. And she went, oh, I don't want to go now. I thought, oh God, here we go again. I thought in my head, I went, please, Nan, don't do this. I'm doing this for you, and we can do it together. So then she was like, oh, I'm not walking. I went, Nan, I booked the taxi. We're going to church. She went, I'm not walking. I went, you're not walking. You're in the wheelchair. I'm pushing you in the wheelchair. You ain't got to do anything. I'm not walking. And I was going, you're not walking, Nan. It was very difficult to rationalise with her. I'm just trying to do my best. And obviously, I'm not an expert. But, every day is a learning day, and it's going to be frustrating at times. And I did get agitated myself, and I had to take a bit of a deep breath, and I felt like I was screaming in my head. I was going, oh God. And it was driving me mad. And I don't mean I didn't shout at her. I'd never shouted at her. And I was like, my tone in my voice had changed. And I was like, calm yourself down, Paul. Calm yourself down. So got out the taxi, got to town, and I thought, well, why don't I stop off at Compton? And then that way I couldn't just pop into the charity shop because she was falling asleep. And then she woke up a bit, and I thought, I need to get her out before, otherwise she goes back to bed and she'll never go out again. So I come on then, and she woke up a little bit, and then we got out the taxi, and she was like, oh, I don't want to go to church now. I said, we're just going to pop in here first. So we popped in the Compton, got her a walking stick. She's lost two. She's put them down, and I'm trying to focus on Nan. So I don't know what happened with the first one she lost. Anyway, long story short, got a new walking stick. Had a look, some blouses, skirts, you name it. When I looked round there, went to the toilet. Then I was walking up to go to Snow Hill, I think it is. Yeah, where she got married. And then she was like, oh, no, I don't. I'm not going in the church. I said, I'll just have a look at the church, and that's it, the building. But before we left, she actually said she wanted to go to Mass. So I went in the church, got in there, and we lit a candle. I lit it for her. Who do you want to light a candle for? Oh, a sister, Francis. Okay. And then sat down, and there was it wasn't much of a service. I don't know, because I'm not religious. I was just doing it for Nan. They were just singing. There was no hymn books or anything like that. I thought, was Nanny's religious? I thought she'd remember, when she used to go years ago. And then she was talking, and people were looking at me, and I was going, Nan, shh, it's church. You've got to be quiet. And I was going, gotta be quiet. And I was trying to tell her, Then obviously my nan was complaining of dental pain, which obviously the dentist come out last weekend, and she got 5 wobbly teeth. You know, one's more wobbly than the other. And she was, oh, I'm in pain with me. And I was like, well, I can't ignore my nan if she's in pain, regardless if it's just church. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to the church or people that are religious. And then I was like, Nan, I'll deal with it in a minute. And she was like, I'm in pain. I said, have you got any pain relief? And I said, I haven't got no paracetamol or anything. Because I've got to be careful what I give her. She can only take paracetamol because of her other medication. So then I was like, I'm in pain. You're going to have to ring the dentist. And I thought, well, I can't leave her in the church on my own and then walk out. And it's very difficult when I'm on my own. So I tried to... I whispered on the phone. I went, because obviously the people were looking at Nan anyway, because she was talking and people were praying. I tried it, it didn't work. I just don't think she can focus properly. Not like when we normally go out to town or whatever. That's fantastic, but when it comes to that, I don't think she's got the focus. So I tried, and then I thought, I went, oh, is this a dentist? You know, explaining about me nan, and I was like, I'm in church at the moment, I've got this problem, and I was given a date of birth and stuff like that. And then Nan was going, oh, I'm in pain. She was on about her tough, and I was like, shh, I'm on the phone, Nan. And I was being quiet as I can. I couldn't leave her in the church, and then people were looking at me, just to go, shh, you know what I mean? Without them saying, shh, they were looking at me, and I went, come on, Nan, let's go. I just thought, she was getting agitated anyway. I thought, it didn't work. I tried. That's all I can do. It's trial and error. I tried to take her to church. It didn't work. Maybe I might take her again in the future, but I can't see it working. But I give it my all. I tried to do it for Nan, and obviously for us to do together, because she's very religious. But yeah,